Hello guys, so this is gonna be the first video where I play and talk like this, so try to be patient. Bro, can you shut the fuck? Anyways, believe it or not, I have yet to see the vast majority of this update, so that's what I'm going to do here today. Dude, imagine if the lobby is like, oh my god. 1 second, let me just mute the music in this game. So, one of the things that I like right off the bat is that they kept like the sub-realms below the actual ring, so people don't really like have to find the orb or something like that. I honestly really like what they did here. Maybe some people are like not a fan of the design itself, but I have to admit that the way this is structured is, I actually honestly think it's better. But the main focus of this update specifically is this thing right here. It's Ring 0 Purgatorio. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically meant to be like a beginner realm for, well,
beginners.
I'm gonna come back to this later. But how do I enter this? Oh, you just press enter. And the first look, oh, well, honestly, I have seen this part. So right off the bat, they attempted to make like everything look nicer. They attempted to make like everything a lot more modern. So if you see like the inventory, like music, like even here, everything's basically a lot more modern. I have not seen the update log for this whatsoever, so it's probably best for me to just explore like the GUIs and everything. Like for example, menu. Let's see what's in menus actually. Wait, what are these? Are these like are these like emotes or something? So instead of it being vertical, it's like more horizontal. That might actually be a bit nicer, but it'll end up being like preference based. Like I've seen some people not like the new GUI, but personally this doesn't seem so bad. Oh, you could buy tickets for Robux as well. Items, I think, wait. So I think the items are like, I think it's specific to every ring. Let me just wait, how do you oh, it's quick teleport. All right. Personal server. Wait, this is actually really good. Instead of having to enter and then like go into a personal server, you can just immediately go into a personal server. So I actually really like that. Let's go to ring 2. So ring 2, I don't know what these like. He's like, okay, let's see, connection request, examine avatar, view tower profile. Hardest, wait, does it show your hardest completion, or does it show like, okay, it can either show like your favorite or like your hardest completion. Oh, so you can even like show your favorite zones and like areas for this as well. They're not, oh, neither are the items. So none of these are really like, none of these are really specific to each like round. Here, so let's see settings, quick reset delay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you could set it to like 0.5. I like what they're doing in terms of like getting this game like more mainstream. I mean, it is pretty much mainstream because of one guy and one guy only. Okay. You know, I'm probably gonna go back to ring 1. Ring 1. Why am Okay, let's go into a personal server. This is the fit I'm wearing right now is actually my Halloween fit. How would you rate it? What would you rate it out of 10? Comment down below. Let's see what happens if you like just beat a tower. Like what happens if you just go into a tower and you just beat it. So this guy named Baby Dog, I basically asked like, oh, what do you use to like improve mic quality? And he was like, oh, you have to use this, like, you can use this program, this Steel Series program. I haven't really got that yet, but maybe next video I'll try it out. Hopefully my mic can sound better than what it does right now. Right now I'm actually using a voice mod to suppress my mic so you guys don't hear like my keyboard, because usually in my live streams it's like super loud. I'm pretty sure it's louder than my actual voice. You can't really do that one really cool skip anymore that this guy named oh my god, this guy named Blasting Duck did. Oh yeah, another thing that I've seen is that depending on the tower you've beaten, you gain like a certain amount of credits or something like that. I forgot what the currency was called. Is there like a preview? Oh. What? There's no preview. Oh my god, I got scammed. I don't want to VM this because maybe I don't get those precious points if I VM it. So I'm just doing it legit. What the hell is that? Oh my god, I almost fell. Oh my god, did y'all see that? Y'all just see that? That clutch? You received 5 tickets for beating Toast. Tickets can be ripped in. Alright, so that means what if I beat Tots, but with vertical mobility? Does it still reward you? Okay, you know what? I think it's time to beat this legit. Okay, now thinking about it, like the new GUI, it's a little bit more like distracting. So I think what they should do is like add back an option where it brings back the old like GUI look. I might actually prefer it that way, at least for like playing towers. I will remember you. Let's go. How much points do I get off of this? 15? Bro, 15! Mind you, Toast is 5. Yeah, I think they might have to bump up those numbers, if you ask me. Click to view a profile. Skitsuna. You know what? After that, I think it's time. I think it's time to, enter Ring 0, Purgatorio. Let's see who's in here. Laser. If you guys don't know Laser, he verified, I forgot what it was called. It was Natural Disaster or something like that. Yeah, he verified that. Tower Glory. So they got Tower Glory, and they have Citadel Void. Oh, there's even toggles now. Okay, this part I actually really like. You know what, let's start with Tower Glory. Yeah, start with Tower Glory. Wow, it's a door. Why is this an X? Are you supposed to like push it down? Oh, okay, now it's like, now you gotta push it. If you've been paying attention, pretty much every Canadian and their dog is starting to like make content like this. I think that's a sign that we're gonna take over. Is this possible? Yeah. I didn't expect there to be an invisible wall. Okay, and now we have to take the boring way up here. There's like a huge staircase. Oh wow, it's a net. Dude, if only modern towers could be like that straightforward. When beginners go into like the later zones, they're gonna be like, yo, what the hell is happening? Alright, you go. Oh my god! Look at that ladder. It's so long. The ladder is so long, dude. What if we just walk across everything? I'm gonna try and do that. Alright, let's walk across it. Wait, I don't know how to walk across this. Oh no. No, dude. Dude. No, this might be it. And he's, oh, wait, easy. You walk across it. And then you walk across this, and you do that. Oh, okay, you definitely have to jump that. Okay, this update is like, it's like really cool now, but like so far, the only major flaw is that this game has been out for like 6 or 7 years. They have still yet to add a practice mode. I think Bunta mentioned it on one of his streams, but it would really benefit this game. Like, I think it would benefit this game even more than Purgatorio. And people might say, oh my god, what about vertical mobility? Honestly, I would either say add a lot more benefits to vertical mobility or just make it cheaper. I would probably just like add more benefits to vertical mobility. Maybe something like adding no clip to it, so you can't really like bump into walls or anything like that. Either be like invincible or just make it a game pass where you have access to like every ring and like every tower. I think either option is pretty good. Let's go, dude. 5 tickets for beating Tower Glory. I'm so happy. What else is there, dude? Okay, nah. What I need to find is Citadel Void. You know what? Let's ask the classroom.
Where is Citadel Void?
Elevator? Where's the elevator? I really need like speed boost. Did they remove speed boost? I swear like almost each one had like a speed boost. Call elevator. How do you call an elevator? Bro, where's Citadel Void? Oh my god, there it is. There it is, right there. Citadel Void. How long is this, bro? Wait, how far do we? Oh my goodness gracious, wait. Yeah, this is way too long. I don't think any beginner is ever gonna beat that. One sec. Dude, like, I can't move. I actually can't move. One thing that I would really want them to like add is like previews for all of this, because you can't really like preview the emote whatsoever. Like these two have the exact same like profile, but they're probably completely different. Okay, let's try out these emotes. See how cool they are. Okay, can it stop? Hey, yo! So I'm actually recording this part a day after, and the reason is because obviously, as you could see, I did not record that much footage of Purgatorio, but let's be honest, who wants to see me play beginner towers anyways? And so earlier I decided to play even more Purgatorio, and I think I have a lot to say about it. So with that said, what is my brutally honest opinion on this update? Well, I think it's decent for what it was trying to achieve, but I also feel like it could have had a lot more potential in terms of execution. This update was meant to make things a lot more beginner friendly, something for newer players, and that includes making it look more modern than what it used to be. And while I don't really play this game much at all, one of the things that I care about is other people trying out this game. I actually think it's really satisfying seeing other people try our obbies, most notably JD YouTubers. So I'll be going over the positives, the negatives, and what EToH could do about these negatives. Firstly, the positives. The thing that I find to be the most positive out of this update is inside the new menu, and that includes things like the shop, the cosmetics, the profiles. Not only is everything just a lot more organized, the ticket system is actually a pretty big game changer, as it can give newer players the motivation to keep playing this game. It allows you to buy useful items from the shop as well as other cool stuff inside it. Another good thing is that the actual idea of there being a subrealm dedicated to beginners is a good start. Things like teaching them how the game works, how the game uses certain mechanics, and most importantly, showing them that obbies are more versatile than people think. And although I understand there may have been some silly bugs in this video, but at the same time, this update's only been out for like, what, a few days as I'm recording this, so I'm not going to let it affect my review whatsoever. As for the new GUI as a whole, it's kind of divided on whether people like it or hate it. I personally see it as a good thing, but it's understandable if you're not a fan of it, especially if you've been playing this game for a while and are used to the classic GUI. So I think what they should do here is add a bunch of themes for the GUI, and that includes a classic one. Now, with the positives out of the way, I think it's time to get into the hot stuff. Remember when I said this update could have had a lot more potential in its execution? I mean it. Let's go over the ticket system, including the shop. While in theory it can be a good way to keep new players inside the game, the shop itself doesn't showcase any of the cosmetics, which pretty much means you have no idea what you're buying, and the only way to really find out what your cosmetics look like is to buy them. Not only that, but the ticket system by itself is pretty far from being perfect. You cannot tell me that beating a Remorseless tower, which is more than a dozen times harder than an easy tower, only rewards like 3 times more tickets. And in order to buy a single uncommon cosmetic, you would need to beat at least 5 easy plus towers, which would probably take several hours at least. And beating a Remorseless tower wouldn't even grant you a single cosmetic whatsoever, so please bump up those numbers. I also find it really unnecessary that tickets are disabled if you beat a tower with a boost item, as that pretty much defeats a lot of the purpose of boost items, so I don't really think that was a great idea. As for the towers, while I do think they do a good job at teaching new players how the game's mechanics work, it's mostly at the cost of the towers being way longer than what beginners are used to. And I think that can set a bad precedence on what this game truly is, because people are more used to things like Tower of Hell or Slab Tower, which are much shorter in comparison. And out of the 5 towers that I played through, only one of them had a bearable length for a beginner, that being Tower of Motion Evolution. The rest of them were around 15 minutes long, even when I was going at a fast pace. But regardless of all that, there is one thing that I really want to mention. I already talked about it before in this video, but I actually want to specifically talk about it here, and that is practice mode. And I don't mean in all jumps mode, I mean with no clip and god mode. If they were to add the ability to practice in this game, not only would it help the game out way more than Purgatorio ever could, it would be the best update by far. And I generally have no idea why they haven't done this, even though the game has existed for like what? 6-7 years? I know you might be saying,
Oh, but what about practice obby? How?
well, here's the thing. That place only has towers that are intense or above difficulty. Unless you want to spend 5,000 Robux, there's no convenient way to practice these towers, and I think that's a major flaw in this game. Think about how Geometry Dash has an easily accessible practice mode, even for its beginner levels, and think about how extremely convenient it would be to not have to join another game just to practice a singular tower. I'm pretty sure there's a video that talks about this specific issue, so if you want to check it out, link will be in the description. But yeah, adding a practice mode would honestly make this game 10 times better, and would truly make this game reach its full potential. Anyways, I'm getting pretty lazy, so for now, thanks for watching.